Hey friends, thanks so much for stopping by today. Today we're going to do a quick and easy Cricut tutorial with making a fun little gift card holder. So these actually slide out and the gift card sits right in there, and then you can personalize it with your Cricut by adding the right on there. You can also do it with foil, embossing, whatever you want to do. So I have these free SVG files for the gift cards over on my site, and I will link that below. You can grab those, but as you can see, you can use them for just so many different types of occasions. Anytime you're giving a gift card, you don't even have to put a sentiment, but I'm going to show you where I get my sentiments. We're going to use the print then cut option to do that, but still just as cute to do it without one. And then you can make them for all sorts of different occasions. Have a bunch on hand for when you need to give a gift card real fast, for Christmas, birthdays, Mother's Day, Father's Day, Hanukkah, teacher appreciation, thank yous, anything you want. Okay, so really you're just going to need some cardstock for this, and then some double-sided tape. I'm also going to be using my scoring wheel. If you have a scoring stylus, you can use that, but you can really just fold it in half. You don't need one if you don't have one, so it's not important. And then I am using a Cricut pen to write on mine, and then some pop-up foam to make it pop up a little bit, and then some just white cardstock to do the print and cut. Okay, so we're just going to jump into Cricut Design Space and show you a few things, and then we're going to start cutting. Okay, so we're on a new canvas here in Cricut Design Space, and we are just going to go through this real quickly to show you how to do it. So I'm just going to upload my gift box holder, and you can see I already have it uploaded here, but if you need to, you can go to the upload image and then upload it from where you've downloaded it. And I'm going to click on that and click add to canvas. Okay, so we have this here. So there's just one thing we need to do with it. If you're going to be using your scoring machine to score this, we need to convert this line to a score line. So what I am actually going to do is just go over to my layers panel here, and on this gift box holder down here, you'll see the line. I'm going to click on that, and then up under operation, I'm going to change that to score. And you'll notice that that went into the dotted line there. Okay, so then I'm going to actually ungroup these here. So this is the back of ours box, and here is the front. You can also duplicate the square here if you want it on the back side too. So when the person opens it, it doesn't matter which side they're looking at, totally optional. But on this one, we need to actually attach the score line to this. So right now it's just grouped, but we need to come down with it selected, and you'll see over on my layers panel, it says both the gift box and the gift box holder is selected because they were grouped before. And I just need to come down here on this bottom side and click attach. Okay, so there is my box. And then I'm just going to upload a cute little sentiment to put on the front. And you know, if you don't have Cricut access or design your own files, and if you want something, I use Creative Fabrica a lot. I talk about it a lot, and I have some links down below that where you can grab these at, and even check them out for free for a little bit. And I am going to come up to upload, and then upload image and browse. And I had just downloaded one. Let's do this Merry Christmas one here. I'm just going to get the PNG file, so we're going to do a print and cut on this. And I'm going to open it, and I'm going to save this as complex. Continue, continue, and then I'm going to click on this because I want to save it as a print then cut image, and I'm going to upload it. And I'm going to click on it and add it to my canvas. So it comes in really big, so we're going to just use those corners and drag it down. Okay, so I'm just sizing it to where I want it to be on here. And I kind of like that. And then I want to put it on a background, so I'm going to add an offset to it. So up here under offset, we're going to come up here and let's see how big it goes. That's pretty big. I'm going to reduce it down. You can just kind of see that outline of how it does it right there. This outline around it. Kind of like that. Okay, so let's click OK, and then I'm actually going to change this color to white. Do I like white? Let's see what yellow looks like. Okay, I think we will do, let's see what's like gray. Let's do white. Okay, so now that I have those, I actually want to flatten them both together because I want this to cut out around here. So I'm going to click on my Merry Christmas, and then I'm using my layers panel here. So I'm going to hold my shift and click on offset, and that selects both of them. And I am going to flatten that now. So now you'll see it's a print then cut image, and it has that around it there. And then the last thing I want to do on here is actually add a sentiment on this. So this is optional, but with the Cricut, you can use the foil or the markers or pens and actually write something on here. So up here is where the gift card is going to stick with some tape. So I am actually just going to come over here, click on text so I can add a text box. And we're going to write to Abby. And then maybe I'll do a separate one. Okay, so the font, we're going to go into writing font. And you can come in to actually change the font and filter it. So if you click on the filter, we can do writing here. And then it will just show us just the Cricut fonts that are right. Let's see what this one looks like. Okay, let's do that one. And then this one, we're gonna filter and do. Okay, let's do something like that. Bikini Babe, that's what we're doing. Okay, so then I'm actually going to ungroup this to lines because I want it closer together. I'm going to move that up, just make this word bigger, maybe center these. So I'm going to go to align and center horizontally. And then I'm going to just click on attach down here so they stay together. And then this one, oh, it looks okay. Okay, so then I'm going to place them over here, and I actually, are they both on the same pen? Let's see, fine point. Okay, they're both on the same pen. Okay, and you can definitely change pen colors if you want. All you do is click on that square up here, and you can drop down and change it to any other kind of pen, or change the colors. So if the Cricut will prompt you to do in 2 different colors, I'm just going to do it all on one. So I'm going to bring this over and size it to fit on here. Maybe we will, our line space, we're going to decrease this for this one. Okay. You can also write a sentiment on here, whatever you want. Great thing about personalizing. Then I'm going to click on this one, click on this, and click on this, and actually center these just to make sure I have them centered. Center horizontally. Okay, so now what I want to do is attach them to the back. And we could have done this before when we did the score line and then attach everything at once, but I've already attached the score line. Okay, so I'm just going to select all of these by dragging my cursor over all of them, and then I'm going to click on attach. Okay, so now we have, you'll see over here, we have attach the writing and then the score line there. Okay, so everything is on one. Okay, so we have everything, our flattened print and this, and we're going to go to make it. And it shows our 3 different mats here. Click on continue. I'm going to send this to printer. I'm going to my HP and leave the bleed on. Okay, I'm going to print this out and then we're going to start cutting everything out with our Cricut. Okay, so my printer finished printing out and I just print this on regular 8.5 by 11 cardstock, and I'll link the kind I used below. And then I'm using these 2 pretty Christmas colors to make the box. And this one is just a Cricut cardstock, and this one I got from the 12 by 12 cardstock shop, and I will link all of these below. The first thing my design space is telling me to do is to cut our print and cut out. So I'm going to lay this on my mat. Okay, and I just put light cardstock for this one. I'm going to load it in, press my button. And then when my go light starts flashing, I'm going to push on that and let it cut out. Okay, so that cut around mine. So I'm just going to unload my mat and take this part off, and I just bend it back, and I just bend it back and pull my material from that, and look how cute that is. I'm gonna try to minimize the noise in the background, but my dogs, and we have foster dogs here, so it's always loud in my house. Okay, so my next one I'm doing, you'll see here, is the one that's gonna write and score. So I'm gonna click on medium cardstock, and then you can see it's telling me to load my black pen and my scoring wheel. So I'm going to put my green cardstock on the mat here. Load my scoring wheel, so I just unclamp clamp B, and this is my 01 scoring wheel here. Or you can use the scoring stylus, or not even use a score if you don't have one. You can just fold it in half if you want. And then I'm going to insert one of my pins into clamp A just by pushing it down till it locks and clicking that. Okay, we're going to load this mat. Okay, and you'll see my machine pause, my light is blinking, and my design space tells me to insert my fine point blade. So I'm going to remove my scoring wheel and put in my fine point blade in the housing, and then remove this and push the button to go. Okay, so this one's all done and my unload button is going. So I'm gonna unload this mat. And again, remove this from the mat. Okay, and then my last one, this is my boxes, and this is a foil poster board. So I'm gonna put that on. And let's browse our materials and type in poster. And we have foil poster board right there. And I'm actually just gonna make my pressure to more. I've cut out a few things from the cardstock shop, and I think they're a little bit thicker than Cricut material, so I'm just gonna put more just to be safe that it cuts out. I'm going to remove these. Okay, so now all we have left is to put it together, which is quick and easy, just like this one. So this is the part that pulls out the gift card. This one I didn't write on it, but you can freehand write on it or do what we did on this one. So just gonna put a little bit of double-sided tape on here and push that on. And then this has that score line to where it folds. So we're just gonna fold that and it just sticks right under there. Super easy. And then we're just gonna tape these two sides together. So I'm just gonna tape around the bottom and the two sides. And I left enough room in the file for this to be able to fit. And then I'm just gonna take these on top of each other there. Okay, and then with this, I'm gonna have it pop out a little bit. And you could also offset it again if you wanted to double pop it out and put, like make a black border or something right there. But we're gonna put on our ribbon first. Okay, and then I'm just gonna put some foam pop-ups on here, just to make it pop up more, but you can definitely just lay it flat if you want. And then we're just gonna put this try to center it, pop that up there, and then this just goes right inside. Like that. So there you go. Cute little quick and easy gift card holder that you can personalize, comes in and out. The other option, if you want to make it a little bit thicker on the edges, you can use like a very thin pop-up film around here, like I used in my shaker cards and other things, just so it has a little bit of depth to it if you want. But you can use the double-sided tape, whatever you have on hand. So with having the file, you can make it for any occasion you want and put any sentiment, use any kind of cardstock you want for that. Okay, so make sure you hit that subscribe button below so you don't miss any videos, and thanks so much for stopping by.